Hello dear students, in this video and coming few videos, we will see a very important topic called storage classes in C. Now there are four storage classes as written over here: auto, extern, static, register. Actually we are learning this chapter storage classes in C because after discovering what is storage classes, we will very well know the concept of functions. Actually, the topic going on is functions in C, and it becomes very important to understand functions in a better way by learning a concept called storage classes. By the way, there are four storage classes, as I said: auto, extern, static, register. But why these words are called storage class, or what is storage class, will be learned as we proceed. The way in which we are going to understand storage class is not by writing definition of storage class straight away. Anyway, let's start with the first storage class, auto, and what it means. Look, here below I have written one code, one very simple sample code I have written, where there is a function called f1. As you see, f1 is the name of the function, and it is a void function, so it is not returning any value. Also, it has the brackets written after it empty, so it does not have any parameter also. So very simple function. And the curly brace open and curly brace close marks the body of the function. Now inside these curly braces, you see, we have declared a variable. This is declaration of a variable where y is a variable of type int and it has a value 20. Now the rule about this variable is that this variable can be used only within, check very carefully, only within the scope in which it has been declared. Just observe, the scope is up to this close brace. You can use y because it has been declared inside the curly braces. So from the declaration onwards, here y becomes available, isn't it? From the declaration onwards, you can keep using y. But after this close brace, you cannot use y. Y won't be available. We say y is stored in memory. Y is stored in memory when it is declared. And that declaration line was int y equal to 20. Now, due to this, y is there in the memory and it is using some space of the memory, some bytes of the memory it is using. But we say y is deleted. This variable is deleted from memory when scope ends. When the scope in which it is declared, that is curly brace open, curly brace close, within these curly braces, this y was declared. When that curly brace close is reached, this y will be deleted from RAM, from the internal memory. Now you observe down below there, I'll just scroll down. You see there is main. Obviously, you know, program is incomplete without main. Then main also has brace open, brace close, correct? This is scope or boundary, we say. And within this scope, we have declared a variable, you see, int x equal to 10. So x is a variable of type integer and it has value 10. Now you can use this x from its declaration onwards. Down below, you can keep using x, but only till this curly brace close. Because when the end of the scope is reached, such variable is deleted from the memory. So we say x is stored in memory when it is declared. Only when x will be declared, It will be stored in the memory. And this was the line, isn't it? Int x equal to 10. Due to this line, x becomes available in the memory and it is also using some space, some bytes of memory. But then x is deleted. X is deleted from memory when scope ends. Please try to understand, these variables are called local variables. Another name given, just a term, nothing fancy. X is called local variable because it can be used only within the scope. Come on now, it's obvious, isn't it? What did I say? X takes birth at this line and X dies. X dies when the close brace is reached. So no question about it that you can use X anywhere outside these braces. Where can you use X? Yes, only within the scope you can use. You cannot use X anywhere beyond the scope. Hence, such variables are called local variables. What will you call Y as? Correct, Y is also a local variable because it is declared within the scope and this variable is available to be used only in this scope. So suppose we write some silly statement like this. Let's try something. Give me some time, I will erase. I have scribbled a lot here. Okay, just imagine that we write a statement like this. Printf %d y. Now notice, I am trying to print the value of y thinking that in the same program y has been declared and y is 20. So I attempt to print y inside main. You see, inside the scope of main, you just check this line is going to give an error and the error will be y is not declared. You will wonder, I have declared y. Why is it giving an error? Y is not declared. I mean, you are correct. You have declared y, but you are using y at wrong place. The correct place to use y is within the scope in which y is declared. That means within this scope. And you are trying to use y beyond the scope. Come on, beyond the scope, y will be killed, I said. When the scope ends, y is no more there in the memory. So there is no question that main can even see y. Main can't even see. We call this as visibility. For main, y is not visible. Same thing goes for f1 function. Suppose in f1 function, let me clean a few things again. Let's say in f1 function, we attempt writing printf %d x, thinking that x has been declared in main. But this line printf will give an error and the error will be x is not declared. Because x is declared in the scope of main and it can't be used beyond the scope, we say x is not visible to f1. Simple. Okay. So I hope you have understood what do you mean by local variable. Okay. Now, any such variable which is declared in the scope, any such variable which is declared within the scope is called auto variable. That means the storage class of y. See, every variable in C language has a storage class. Here we go now. You know, variable has a data type. Variable might be int, variable might be float, it might be double, it can be char, that is character. Variable always has data type and variable has a value, you know, like 20 here. But variable has storage class also. And the storage class of this variable y is auto. Any variable which is declared within the scope, within the boundary, are having auto storage class. Okay. Come again. A variable which is declared within the scope has auto storage class. And what is the property of such variables? A variable which is having auto storage class can be used only within the scope. It can't be used beyond the scope, because such variables are deleted from memory when the scope ends. We can say they are automatically deleted from the memory, isn't it, when the scope ends? One more property, interesting property of auto variable is, let us say that we have declared y. Look, I am erasing a few things here again. Let us say that we have declared y within the scope. Again, we have declared y within the scope. Look, y is an int variable, and because we have declared within the scope, it is auto variable. But we have not given it any value. I have not said y is equal to 20 or whatever. And without giving any value to such variable, if you attempt printing such variable, let's say we are printing y, which is perfectly legal now, because we are using y within the scope, so we can of course print y. There is no problem with this. But the point is that y is not having any value. We have not assigned it any value. Then in such case, value of y is assumed to be garbage value. By garbage value, we mean any value. So output of this printf can be -100, who knows? Or it can be 0, or it can be 35, or it can be 5500, anything. Basically, any garbage value, random value is filled in y if you don't initialize it. Of course, if you say y is 20, then the output of this line will be 20. But if you don't initialize y, then some garbage value will be assumed. Okay, come back to main now. Do you see a variable declared within the scope, within the pair of brace open and brace close? Yes. It is int x equal to 10. Then such variables have auto storage class. Please try to understand. Auto variables or auto storage class variables are variables which are declared within the scope. Finally, I want to tell you that you don't have to write this word auto. This was just for explanation that I wrote the word auto. You just declare your variables. But C language will find out that this variable should have auto storage class because they are declared within the pair of braces. So what are the properties that we have seen about auto storage class? The property one is a variable, any variable which is declared within scope. Many people call scope as boundary also. That is pair of brace open, brace close. Whenever a variable is declared within scope, then such variable has auto storage class. First property. Second property is, whenever you have an auto variable, then it is alive. It is in the memory only till the scope. Beyond the scope, such variables are not available. So we can say auto storage class variables or variables having auto storage class can be used only within the scope. So outside the scope, they are not visible. And third property we saw was, if auto variable is not initialized, suppose we don't give it any value, let's say, then garbage value is assumed. Some garbage value is assumed for that variable. That is what is the meaning of auto storage class. Now, before I stop this video, just check very important point we noticed in this particular video, that how do you declare a variable, or what is declaration of variable. Till now we know we write data type to declare a variable, and then name of the variable, and then optionally we give some value, and then semicolon. For example, int x equal to 10. So int is the data type, 10 is the value, and x is the name of the variable. But now you have understood that before all this, there is something called storage class. Although we don't write it, in the case of auto, we don't write it, but C language adds this word auto to indicate that such variables will be alive only within the scope. So what is declaration of variable? How is variable declared? First comes storage class, then data type, then name of the variable, and then the value. So auto is the storage class, int is the data type, x is the name, and 10 is the value. I hope you have understood all facts about auto storage class. But you know what? You've still not understood why it is called storage class. Okay, we know what are the properties of auto variable. But what is that word storage class and why are we calling it as storage class? Don't worry. As soon as we go to the next video to learn external variables, we will understand the meaning of storage class. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you very much.